In It Together is brought to you by the Ministry of Education and UNICEF. Good morning. Today is the umpteenth day since our classrooms have been closed. That means we haven't been able to share snacks at school. We haven't been able to play sports, and really, the hardest part has probably been being apart from each other.
Yeah, doing my work from home is not really tough. Listening to radio programs and keeping up with teachers through WhatsApp is alright, but I also miss my friends.
Well, we have great news to announce. With this special TV program dedicated to us kids, we can be in it together. Our friends can all tune in at the same time, learn about the zoo, drawing, and other cool things, and we can share our progress with each other.
Social distancing may have us apart, but virtual learning is bringing us together. Let's jump on into what is ahead for us today.
In it together.
Good morning, guys. Are you ready for another edition of Kids Ask the Experts? We get to talk with different experts and get to answer to some of the questions we've always had. I'm Leah, and my friends Georgiana, Mia, Tristan, and Joshua are here with me. Our expert joining us today is Ms. Sheena Samson and Mr. Marlon Smith from Belize Electricity Limited. Welcome to Kids Ask the Experts. Can you briefly tell our viewers what you do for work?
I'm the manager for planning and engineering. So we look into future plans for the company.
Sounds interesting. And you, Mr. Marlon?
Okay, hi, I'm the superintendent of metering and loss reduction. And I'm responsible for what we call the meter lab that tests all the meters that are issued to your house. And we also have a loss reduction section that we test customer meters in the field. And they have different type of meters, but we go in the field and we test meters. And we also try to identify if there's any type of meters are working properly now.
Sounds interesting and demanding. Is it okay if we start asking our questions now?
Yes.
Great. Let's begin with Mia.
Hi, I'm Mia. My first question is, why don't we build more dams since we have a lot of rivers?
We have a lot of rivers, yes, but we also have to look at having diverse, different type of energy supply. So in the event that there's a scarcity or there's a drought, we could also look into different type of supply for the country. If we have more dams or only hydro supply, then we'll be only dependent on water, but there are many different ways to generate electricity.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Joshua, and my first question is, my mom might put me out if I turn on the AC. Is it really that expensive to use the AC just for a few hours?
All right, pretty much AC come in different sizes. So most people in their rooms would have a 1-ton AC, which is the typical room size AC. And an AC, a 1-ton AC, burn about 1 kilowatt hour per hour. So running the AC, if I should set a figure to it, I would say a 1-ton AC, which is a typical window size, would cost you, with paying GST and your bill and everything, about 50 cents an hour. So pretty much if you run the AC 6 hours for the night to sleep, typically we're looking at maybe something around $3 a night to run your AC. I mean, it sounds small, but it adds up at the end of the day, no?
All right, thank you.
Hi, my name is Leah. How does the dam work? I thought water wasn't safe to be around electricity.
The dam stores the water that we use to convert it into electrical energy. There are turbines at the bottom of the dam that spins the water to generate energy. And then that is further converted from mechanical to electrical energy.
Wow, that's very interesting. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tristan, and my first question is, where do we get power from?
We get power from various sources. We're connected to Mexico, our neighboring country. We get power from them. We have the dams, hydroelectric power. We have diesel generators, and we also have, I don't know if you guys know about BSI, the sugar factory. The waste material that they use, that they produce, we use to generate electricity as well.
Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Georgiana, and my question is, how comes we don't have any women working on lampposts for BEL?
We actually had one before. So it's not that it's only a male's job. I think females rarely apply for it, but they can qualify because we've had female linemen before and they do the same jobs like the male on the poles.
Thank you.
My second question is it true that BL can do blackout for just a little area? How does that work?
Yes, we can. I don't know if you guys have looked at the poles while traveling, but there are switches at the top of the poles where we could isolate. So we create a gap between what's energized and what we want to work on. We open those switches and then we could just work on that little section by itself.
Thank you.
My second question is, what would you say to girls who are told that engineering is not a field that would suit them?
Girls can do anything that guys can do. Once females or girls want to do engineering or any other field, once they put their mind to it, they could do it. It's the same as any other field. So if you like maths and further on, you go on further to do physics in high school, then that's just the basics for engineering. They could do it as well.
Interesting.
Hi, my second question is, why don't we have a lot of wind turbines or solar panels in Belize?
We are investing heavily in solar panels. I think the wind turbine study is a bit behind. I don't know if we have the sustained wind to be a profitable turbine, but Sheena, you want to expand a bit?
Yes, we've done studies on both wind and solar, and it's ongoing. But I think we have a higher penetration for solar than wind. But there is a possibility that we could have a wind farm and a solar farm.
Wow, I did not know that. Thank you.
Okay, for my second question, do we have a lot of women engineers in Belize?
We don't have a lot of female engineers in Belize. I think part of it is that locally within Belize, we could only get up to associate's level for engineering. But we have a few variety in Belize, but not a lot, as much as I would want.
Thank you very much.
Okay. My second question is, just to clarify, what is the exact reason that we have blackouts during storms?
There are various reasons that an outage would occur during a storm. If there are trees near the power lines that could touch the energized line, that could cause an outage. If there's flooding and the base of the pole is compromised, that could cause an outage. Lightning storms, lightning strikes, that could also result in outages.
Thank you.
My third question is, how can we be sure that our meters are read accurately?
That's an interesting one. Well, we have meter readers that go out monthly and read our meters. And whenever they have a problem reading the meters, we have some meters that are solid state, they show a digital readout. And we have meters that are mechanical, they have a little rotating disc and a number change. And if they have problem reading the meters, what they do, they take a picture of the meter reading and they bring in and we would have a second person look at the pictures now. If we think there's some kind of real discrepancy, something very high or very low, we send the person a second time or a second person to get a second reading. So we always try to justify your reading. No? So sometimes we have to read meter twice because we said, what happened? Maybe they are not home, the bill dropped, or maybe the bill just seems too high and it trigger to a second visit now. So we feel pretty confident we are reading the meters properly.
Thank you.
My third question is, who pays for damages when your TV blows due to a power surge?
It's funny, we have a set of protocols of what BL would or won't pay for. And when somebody claim a damaged appliance, we try to do an investigation, something like the police, and we look to see if there is any negligence on the part of BL. Is it did we did something wrong that we shouldn't do, or maybe it's some kind of what caused the damage could be maybe something like a lightning strike or something beyond our control. And we have a lot of what we call lightning arresters on the line that would prevent lightning strike or ease the surge of a lightning strike. But we always look for some kind of negligence. What could we have done to prevent this from happening? And a lot of time, yes, we said, oh, you know what, maybe if we had cut the trees and the trees didn't touch the line, maybe I could have prevented. And BL would try to compensate you in some cases like that. And there's other case where we might say, you know what, it's what we call like a force majeure. The lightning hit us, the customer got damaged, we got damaged. And we said, you know what, that one might be more like an act of God. That's beyond our control. So BL would pay in some unique cases, I would say.
Interesting.
My next question is, a lot of people say their light bills have been increasing. Why is that so?
Are you sure these are kids' questions? I'm just kidding. But, well, I usually answer that one like this. If we continue doing the same thing day after day, we continue to get the same result. So when I hear people saying, oh, you know what, my light bill went up, or my light bill shoot up, first thing I have to ask, what are we doing differently? Usually we find out maybe in the hotter months, we know things like our refrigerator work harder, kids are in and out the refrigerator, kids are at home, they're using more fan, they're running more than one TV, they're running their video games, etc. But when I hear light bill increase, I always ask, well, what are you doing differently from you used to do? Are you going to sleep later at night? You know, are the fans left on? Are you running the AC? Is it very hot? So, very interested and unique, but going up, I always try to find out. But on a part of BL, we always ensure that our meter is working properly. And then once we verify that, then we start to say, let's see what is happening differently in the household. And then we make a little recommendation to people and say, you know what, I think maybe you should read your meter daily and get a train of, you know, what happened on the weekends when you're not there, what happened when you're there, and that sort of stuff, no? But pretty interesting question. I like that one.
Wow, thank you.
Okay, for my third question. Why does BL do outages during heat waves?
We do outages, planned works typically during the dry season. So that may be where your question is coming from when it's extremely hot. Why do we do outages? But that gives us a good time frame and it doesn't compromise the work that we have to get done. So in the dry season, we could schedule a planned work in order to prevent unplanned outages. We go in and we do planned stuff that we have to do. And then that is more of a preventative measure that we do. So it's better scheduling because during the wet season, we are not able to touch the devices.
Thank you.
Okay, my third question is, if we get electric cars in Belize like Teslas, can people charge them at home or at work?
They will be able to charge them at both locations. We're actually looking into getting electric cars for BL to test out. We have one already, but we want to get more so that the community can also see that it's available and they'll be charging units. So you won't have to worry, you don't have to install a charging station at your house. We would have them available that if you go to the supermarket or anywhere that you would spend a period of time to give you sufficient time to charge, we would invest in having these chargers available for you.
Wow, thank you.
I think that is our final question for you two today. Do you have any questions for any one of us?
I have a question. Is anybody interested in engineering?
I am.
Awesome. Thanks for all that you've shared and thank you for joining us. I hope you both enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you, and same to you. Enjoy your day.
That was a fun session. We're happy that she shared a lot of information and knowledge with us. I personally enjoyed talking to a woman who is professional in a field that is normally led by men. That is an inspiration for me and hopefully for Mia and Georgiana and all the other girls who are tuned in. No offense, Joshua and Tristan. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining us again for Kids Ask the Experts. See you again soon. Hey guys, I'm not sure about you, but I think I learn better when I'm in a better mood. So having some fun while learning is very important for me. And that's why we'll be doing another flip or flop experiment. Hi, I'm Leah.
And I'm Mia.
We love music, and the best volume to listen to cool music is on loud. So today we'll be trying a DIY speaker hack. We'll try to make a quick homemade speaker that can boost the volume of our music, which means more fun. The items that we'll be using is a cardboard tube,
A box cutter,
markers of your choice,
a phone,
and we're gonna need 4 thumbtacks. Since we're using a box cutter, adult supervision is a must. You can't see the adults here supervising because they're not on camera, but we have 2 present. So let's go to step 1 first. We'll be cutting a small rectangle near one end of the tube, just big enough for my cell phone to fit inside. To avoid guessing, we'll place the phone at the spot and then trace the shape with a marker so we can cut it using the knife. Remember, adult supervision is necessary. So first we're gonna get our phone and then we're gonna trace it for the bottom. So Mia, can you do the tracing while I hold it? There. Yeah. So now once we trace it, now we're gonna cut in this. So I'm guessing this might be a little hard. That did not cut. So we just finished cutting right here to insert our phone. So let's just make sure that it actually fits. So it fits and it's really not moving around. So now we're gonna have to cut right here to section it off. So we just finished cutting it out to make it look like a speaker. Step 2. We'll be placing 4 thumbtacks at the bottom of the tube to serve as feet so our homemade speaker doesn't roll away. So we have 4 different colors, but you could use any color you want. So Mia, you wanna do it? Yep. So we're just gonna turn it this way. Just don't get it in my finger. Yeah. Okay, right here. Got it. Oh, that's not that hard. It's actually satisfying. Okay, and then I'll do the last one. Just make sure not to poke yourself in this process. Oh, got it. Okay, so now it looks like this. It stands up. Okay, step 3. With a marker, we're gonna draw some cool designs on our special device and we'll also give it a brand name. Mia, what should we put?
We should name it Gucci.
Okay, so we're gonna put it right here at the front, I think, right? Right here so they can see it. So we have our markers and now we're gonna decorate. Okay, so now we're gonna put Gucci with 3 eyes. And then we're gonna use red and green for the bottom because that's Gucci's colors. Use red and green. I'll put stars. This is a sick speaker, man.
I just need to add a little special touch here. Yeah, that looks better.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna add one more thing and then we're finished. Okay, so now we've finished decorating. So step 4, we have our fancy speaker now. So let's give it a try to see if it's a flip or a flop. Okay, and then we're gonna put it this way. So it pretty much works. today's mini experiment? Do you think it was a flip or a flop?
I think it was.
I think it was a flip. Remember, if you want to try this at home, be sure to have an adult supervising the experiment. Well, hope you enjoyed, guys. We can get back to work now.
If you're like any one of us, you've probably OD'd on junk food during our time away from school. Learning from home has also meant relaxing for long hours on the couch, binging on Fortnite or TikTok or cartoons. And it's honestly time for us to get more active again. So hopefully you have on your exercise clothes and your comfy shoes so we can get our bodies moving with DIY exercise.
Well, good morning again, children. I am Miss Karen, and this is James. Once me and James are wicked too, right? Because we jam. James always jam left me, but that's okay. We are so happy to be back to continue with our do-it-yourself fitness exercise. Today, well, James is here, I told you that already, and we have a full, fun session ahead. So this time, I'm gonna beg you, that if you ever get hungry between meals, meaning it's not breakfast, lunch, or supper, but you're hungry. You know, sometimes you get the munchies you want to eat. I advise you to pick a healthy snack. Maybe fresh fruit popsicles, popcorn, and I mean kettle popcorn, not the popcorn out the microwave box, but your own popcorn. You can even have peanut butter with apple or with a piece of celery, yogurt with some cornflakes, just something that's healthy. Most kids, James, know what is healthy and what is not healthy because fortunately it starts in schools, I think from standard 2 or earlier. So James, today we're going to start with some stretches again to get the body warmed up. So this time we're going to be doing, remember this? Up, waist, toes, waist, up, right? Ready? Up, waist, toes, waist, 1. Okay, let's pick it up. 2, waist, toes, waist. 3, waist, toes, waist. 4, waist, toes, waist. 5, waist, toes, waist. 6, waist, toes, waist. 7, tuck in. 8, waist, toes, waist. 9, and 1 more, James. Yes. So we're going to be doing standing windmills. Remember the windmills that we did like this the other time? We're going to be just standing and ready? 1, 2. You get it, guys? 3, 4, 5. Remember not to wiggle and whine. 6, keep the hips stable. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is fun. 14, 15, James say yes. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 10 more. Ooh, 9, I'm already sweating. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 30. Woo! Shake it out a bit. Oh, that was good. Let's do remember our lunges, James? So we're going to do, so that we don't confuse the kids, we're going to do 10 on the right leg and 10 on the left leg, right? James is really good at lunges. Me not so because I got bad knee, no? But football, all right. Let's go, James. Right leg out. Go. 1, 2. Okay, you're going to be doing 3. All right, next leg. 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember to breathe. 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, yes, and 20. Thought we wouldn't end. Okay, so James, now we're gonna be doing jumping jacks, kids. James is gonna be doing the real jumping jacks, and I'll be doing the modified version for the mommies or daddies, right? So we're gonna do 15. Ready, James? James said, "I'm ready." Just say it. Set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You know what, James? We said 15, I know. But I know you guys did catch that, so good for you. All right, so James said we did 5 more. Okay, so let's rest. When you're resting, kids, make sure you just like move the shoulders, move the head. You have 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Today's a windmill kind of day, right? So this one, remember this, James, where you bend your legs, touch your calves, and then you spin back. Ready, guys? Go. 1, 1, 2, 3. Tuck in that belly. 4, 5. That tummy. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This is a good one. 19, 20. Yay. So alternate knees up, standing crunch. This is, if you don't really want to go on the ground, mommies especially, you can just, remember this, James? Right and left. So you're crunching, right? So standing crunches, especially if you have a bad back, lower back, you can do your crunches standing. Are you ready? We're gonna start with the right leg. Set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift that knee. 6. Come on, guys. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That was fun. So, JJ, jumping jacks. Ready? Set. So we're gonna be doing 15, right? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No brata this time. So rest. While we rest, we want to make sure, guys, we're taking a little rest. So sip your water, dab, maybe pat your face with your towel, and get back in front of the TV. Okay? So this time, James, it's double jobs, alternating, right? So we do, your right, my right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, you got it. Karate man. Ready? Set, go. We're gonna count 20. Set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tighten up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have to even up. Good, James. Boy, James a pro now, man. James, when you go to school, those guys will be asking you, James, show me one of them moves now. And James, being James, will say, of course, that's easy. So now we do side kicks, alternating. So kick, kick, right? That sound like this, so you don't kick me or I don't kick you. Ready, guys? So right and left. 20. 1, 2. Ready, set, let's go, kids. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. Whew. All right, it's JJ again. Jumping jacks. You tired? No, of course not. I'm just asking that, right? So kids, are you ready? Set, go. I'm gonna be joining you, right? Set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think we do brother, but that's okay. So let's rest again. We ask you to rest so you give yourself time to recover, so that if your heart is beating too fast, you slow it down and take a break in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Check this out, James. Lift, squeeze. Lift, 1. Hulk. 2. Ready, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I call this flies. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tuck in. 10, 11, 12, 13. Breathe, guys. 14, 15. 5 more. Okay. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yay. So these, I know James, you're not into curtsies and so, but this is called the curtsy squat. So that leg, the left leg, will come up, right? So you go here behind, yes, and up. Ready, guys? So we do 10 here, and then we switch and do 10 here, right? Ready, set, go. 1, up. 2, up. 3, go up as far down as you can. 4, 5, they're called curtsy squats. 6, 7, breathe. 8, 9, and 10. Shake it out. All right, next leg. Ready? So we're gonna do right going left. All right, so this leg going left, right? Ready? Right leg going left. Go. 1, 2. James always on point, you know. 3. He no play. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It was 10, right? Shake it out. So guess what? Jumping jacks again. I'm gonna do modified this time. You're gonna do the real thing, right? 15. Get ready, kids, mommies, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Yes. Feet. All right, so put your feet like this and just get up. 1, 2, 3. Make we do 10. 4, 5. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So let's do some neck stretches. We're gonna do right and left. Let's take a knee bend and go. 1, 2. Always work out the kinks. 3, 4, and 5. Now we go back and forth. Guys, don't jerk the neck, but ease it backwards. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and squeeze, hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up, and just 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. James, and just like that, we're at the end of another morning session, physically exercising, helping people with form, just to maintain their health and well-being. Thank you guys, thank you mommies, daddies, kiddies, for joining us and sweating with us. James doesn't sweat at all because it's easy for him, but I had a technique, right? And we'll get better, I'll get better. And we'll be back soon with another one. Guys, the tip, again, water and healthy snacks. Whenever you're hungry, fruits is the best thing, if not popcorn. You have things like peanut butter and crackers, etc., etc. Just remember to be healthy and to keep yourself balanced. Thank you very much.
Being physically healthy is important for us, especially when we're inside for almost the entire day. Hopefully, you enjoyed that mini session. The sweat is worth it. You're probably out of breath right now, so we will take a little commercial break so we can wind down a little. Enjoy some water and maybe take a quick stretch before we move into the next segment for today. Please stay tuned so we can end off how we started. In it together. Be right back.
In the blink of an eye, most of our lives have been impacted significantly, from the nagging curfew stressing us out to the economic difficulties affecting our parents. 2020 has certainly been a difficult year for all. Needing someone to talk to is important and really nothing to be ashamed of. Bottling up emotions can actually do more harm, so I'm happy for our guide coming up now, who will help us find some comfort in Peace Out.
Good morning! I am Miss Jones and I am happy that you are joining me yet again for another edition of Peace Out. Today's session is all about imagery meditation. Have you ever found yourself so nervous and stressed that you cannot concentrate? I bet many of you had great difficulty staying focused during recent class sessions, whether it was online or completing paper packages. When you tried to focus on your work, your mind went completely blank. The more you tried to focus on the work, the more stressed you became. Now, have you ever used your imagination to escape or cope with a stressful situation? If so, then you were using imagery to relax. Imagery helps you to relax by distracting, which helps to redirect your attention away from what is stressing you towards a new and positive focus. This technique is a non-verbal instruction to the body and unconscious mind to act as though the peaceful, safe, and beautiful environment were real. So how do you do an imagery meditation? Step 1, find a quiet place. Step 2, choose your setting. Imagine yourself there. Use all of your senses to immerse yourself in the experience and include as many details as possible. The scene that you imagine is personal and should be one that you feel emotionally drawn to. However, if you're having trouble thinking of an image, consider using the following: relaxing on a sunny tropical beach, listening to the waves and digging your toes into the sand, or curling up in an armchair in a remote cabin, surrounded by mountains and snow, and relaxing in front of a fire with a cup of hot cocoa. Or going on a picnic with your family in your favorite secret spot. Or you can even imagine sitting by a waterfall deep in the forest, feeling the gentle moisture against your face and listening to the birds. Now step 3. Relax for as long as your schedule allows you to. Keep in mind that imagery is most effective when you use all your senses. The more details that you can include in your imagined scene, the easier it will be to relax. Keep in mind that when you first begin to use imagery, it might feel strange and difficult. With practice, it will get easier. Your imagination will get stronger and you will be able to enter relaxation quickly. Like we said, everyone's having a tough time. The more we help each other out, the better. And like I have been helping you, you can help your friends find peace out. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.
I already feel way more relaxed after that fun session. I hope you guys discovered that exploring your emotions, utilizing coping techniques, and managing your exposure to stressful news are all practical and important ways to safeguard your mental health and emotional well-being. So I thank our guide for helping all of us to enjoy this episode of Peace Out.
So that wraps up In It Together for today. Remember, this is a special show dedicated to us. Schools are closed, but we can still learn together, play together, dance together, draw together, and have endless fun together. With our TVs or tablets or phones, we can link up in a productive way, and it's also a big change from just being at home idling for most of the day, which has gotten really boring. Remember, this show, Just for Us, will air every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 in the morning until midday. We air on Channel 7 all over the country and on Facebook at In It Together Belize. Please tell your friends and family members to join in on the fun. We are going through some pretty weird times, but don't worry, we'll get through this because we're in it together. Thanks for tuning in today. In It Together was brought to you by the Ministry of Education and UNICEF.